Hi folks, Robert Mantell here again with the Trichotillomania Relief Specialist. So here we are this weekend. Wanted to get a quick little video out to you this week and next week. My family is going to a baby shower and it's going to be a wonderful experience next week, so that's going to be pretty much the whole weekend. It's been a few weeks since we've done a video. We want to get one out today. In particular because, we saw something again earlier this week in working with a client that we see probably far too often. That is, I would say, a major issue for people who pull, and I would say across the board when it comes to anxiety or even physical disabilities and problems, and that is this whole issue of stress. So this woman calls, and she's in her mid-30s. And she works for a major hotel chain, and she's single, and so she can afford to spend a lot of time there. She's very devoted to her job. She likes working there for the most part. But when we got started with her, we did what we always do, which is take a complete history. We take a personal history, and we took a look at this, and right away there are some clues to why she might still be pulling. Now keep in mind, this woman is in her mid-30s. She's been pulling since, oh my goodness, since her early teens. So for quite a long time. And, and she's tried a few things to try to get better, but she's just been unable to break free. She has stopped pulling for a while at times, but has always gone back. So we start working with this woman, and the first session goes the way most of them go, which is this woman discovers that something she never knew at any point, she had no clue about, which is that she has now and has always had the power. There's been a control button for her too, just like there is for all of our clients. So we showed her where the control button is, and I think that was a great revelation for her, okay? So that was very nice. Now, but by the time we got to the second session, that's really when we start to talk about what's going on in a person's life that contributes to these problems. What's the environment? What's the context like in which these problems show up? Now, so for this woman, her life is the vast majority, the vast majority of it has been work. She spends a lot of time managing people and making sure that this wedding goes right and that event goes right and this and that. There's just a lot to it. A lot of coordination and a lot of involvement with a lot of different people. This woman tends to get up very early in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning, gets to work at maybe 7 or 8, and doesn't just leave at 6 p.m. She doesn't even take a lunch break. And so she's working till 8 or 9 p.m., sometimes later. And she does this day after day after day, not just 5 days a week, it can go 6 or 7 days a week. And when does this woman pull? When she's feeling stressed, when she's feeling pressured, when she's feeling overwhelmed. The major site of her pulling is her eyelashes. Not too much the eyebrows, a little bit, but mostly eyelashes. And when she described to us what it was like when she's in one of these moments, when she's focused on her pulling, she talked about, the eyelashes are starting to come in, and one is pointing this way and one's pointing this way, and I feel like I've got so much more control. When I pull it out, I feel like I'm in more control, like things are more organized, like things have been set right. And when you hear things like this, now Glenn and I have been doing this work for, with trichotillomania about 10 years, but we've been working with anxiety and related behavioral problems for just about 20 years now, and the pattern's always the same. When people start talking about, I do this and I do that and I can't help it, but here's how I feel when I do it. I feel more in control. I feel more organized. I feel like things are set right. That tends to be a metaphor for the larger issue in a person's life. Like this woman that we're working with, we've been working with her for about 2 weeks now. What is it she needs to feel more in control of? Her life. That's the big picture. Her life really is out of control. 90% of her time is spent working. It's no wonder, and a person can only take so much of that, okay? At some point you just gotta stop, you gotta pull the plug, you gotta do something. And for her, pulling her eyelashes has been the way she's done this. So, this video is not going to be a real long video, but this just gets down to something that's so important for so many people, and that is balance is key. By the time we got to that second session, see, the first session, that was great. She learned that she's in control of this. She knows where the control button is. She knows how to go get it and how to go, and how to go get it easily, how to push that button and gain immediate control of the pulling activity. So that's not even something we needed to give her. But the larger life issues, if you want this thing to stay clear now, if you want the pulling to stay clear, you've got to address the larger issues, the context in which the problem disappears. For her, it's the busyness, it's the go, 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 it's the people calling her. She looks at email on Sunday, she takes phone calls on Sunday. There's just no balance. She had no personal boundaries for what she was willing to do and engage, even on her day off. In fact, finding days off for her was very, very difficult. We established some really great ideas about what she was willing to do to start to change all this right away. Now, one of the concerns this woman has is, well, boy, there's always more to do. What if I start drawing boundaries on this thing and saying, okay, I'm going to go home at 6 o'clock, or I'm going to take a lunch break. I'm actually going to take an hour-long lunch break during the day. But the work's going to pile up, and what am I going to do then? And Ghislaine, I said to her, listen, if you start taking breaks, if you start giving yourself more me time, more time to nurture yourself, you get more rest. What do you think is going to happen when you go back to work? Do you think you're going to be more efficient or less efficient? In fact, which of these two choices, taking breaks or not, going all the time or taking a break, which of these two choices do you think are going to lead to more efficiency, more productivity? No breaks or some time off? And she got that. She came to understand that. She got that quickly. That's very important. So I want to say to you this, to the extent your life is out of control, to the extent you're go, 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 go all the time, and you find yourself pulling during those moments, that's when the urge to pull comes to you, that's a message from your subconscious mind. It's trying to tell you you need to take a break. So it's an important message, okay? Balance is key. Take breaks. Don't let your business run you. You need to run your business. Don't let your emotions control you. You control your emotions, and the way you do that is by organizing how you use your time. Again, this is Robert Mantell with the Trichotillomania Release Specialist. If you're watching this video at our Facebook page or at our blog site, do feel free to leave a comment. Let us know what this has been like for you. Have you suffered with these sorts of problems? Have you found yourself feeling helpless as a result of the context or circumstance that you're in? Remember, you put yourself in that circumstance. You put yourself in that context. If you have the power to put yourself in that circumstance and context, you have the power to put yourself in a different context or circumstance that'll lead to more balance for yourself. And it'll make all the difference in the world. You'll be happier, you'll be less symptomatic. It'll be a good thing all the way around. Okay? So again, do feel free to drop us a note. Hit the reply button below and let us know what you think and what's been going on for you. Okay? Feel free to like us. Feel free to share us if you like this video. And do feel free to give us a call if you feel like you could use our help, or you found yourself in a situation where you believe you could use some really experienced coaches, people who specialize in trichotillomania, to help you get to the other side of this. We'd be glad to talk to you. You can call us at any time of day or night. You can visit us at our website at www.trick-free.com. Drop us a note over there, fill out a contact form. We'll be happy to call you back and talk to you about how we can help you. I'm Robert Mantell with the Trichotillomania Release Specialist. Again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great week.